What's up, YouTube? We're at DPW You Already Know. We have a very special guest with me right now, MLW Star, Tankman. What's up, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Bro, I'm good because I saw your match, bro, against Blake Christian. Fire.
Hey.
Freaking fire, bro. How was it being in the ring?
I loved it. It's a match I wanted for a minute. I've known Blake, not since he started, but when he really started to break out, right as he started to get on GCW, and just before then, he would come up to the Indiana area when I was a little bit greener. I'd see him all the time. I'm like, man, I want that match. So when he was with WWE, I didn't think it was going to happen. So now we got the opportunity. So he had to show out a little bit. So
yeah, man, definitely. And how's it like being at DPW? Because I know you're at the first tapings at DPW Fire, and now you're here at DPW You Already Know. So what's it like being here?
Energy's electric. It rivals the GCW or something like that. The fans are rabid, love them. They're really excited for wrestling, and nobody's trying to take over the show. They just want to enjoy it and be part of it. So that's what I love. It's just we got their attention, and when people are reacting and love to be a part of the show, it makes it so much easier for me to want to do what I'm doing. So
definitely, man. And you're a big dude. You make me feel small, but you move so well in that ring. How are you so athletic, bro? You mad crazy with that.
Nothing but sports, and we got some NFL players in the family. So I was D1 recruited. I had some looks from IU, Indiana State, Mizzou, and some other schools and some smaller schools. So had I not had bad grades and then had a kid, be smart when you have a kid. Make sure you plan it and are ready for that because they're expensive. Love my daughter, but being 19 years old and being a dad is something crazy. So that took a whole adjustment period. So that kind of took me away from football for a while.
Definitely. And how's life being on as an independent wrestler now, MLW Superstar?
Different, especially because a lot of this happened during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I'd have a show twice a month, if that. There might be a month where I didn't have a show. So now that things are starting to open up, it's kind of, I love it. The travel, me being a poor kid from Indiana, the only vacations we got is go to Florida and see my family, maybe go to Ohio and go to an amusement park or some shit. So we didn't really do shit. So being able to on somebody else's dime doing what I love, getting to go to Seattle, getting to see LA, getting to go to Texas and here in North Carolina, you know what I mean? For me, it's big. So.
And you traveled around a lot, like you just said. What's been your favorite place? Obviously, I know I'm biased saying DPW, but what's been your favorite place to wrestle at so far? Maybe outside of MLW, because big time.
So there's three.
Okay.
This is one. GCW, which I mentioned, especially the Atlantic City shows.
Oh yeah. Go crazy.
Those are something else. Gage versus Mox, we had 2,300 people in there, something crazy.
Ooh.
Nuts. Never. That energy was crazy. And then Defy in Seattle.
Okay.
I went out there and did a double shot, and those fans are crazy. They love wrestling, and it was wild to me. That was the first time that I was on the other side of the country, and people were like, "Hey, we love your work. We've been watching you for a while. We're glad you're finally here." And I'm like, "Oh, it's wild." People actually give a shit about what I do. So I don't know. It's still new process and everything. So
yeah, man. I mean, you're on television now with MLW, and recently I actually did talk to Alex Kane. He had not the kindest words to say about you. What's your guys' relationship stats? As in pals, friends, not better enemies, hatred, love.
Okay, so here's the thing. Alex Kane is another one. You know this. We both got BSB, so we know each other. We got friends, my family friends with him, but. Dude's got talent, but clearly isn't that smart, and he clearly needs other people. He went from King Mo to somebody bigger.
Yeah.
And he got mad because I wouldn't back him up. So, I mean, if you could do it by yourself, you'd be doing it by yourself. Instead, Roscoe Dash had to go get Carlos Boozer and try and mess with me. So, he already knows. I'm to the point now where, I'm over talking. I'm just ready to punch him in the face. We got the match, so you ain't running no more. Mr. Thomas, he already went to sleep. He can go to sleep again. I can knock you out too. So,
do you have plans on taking this championship?
Oh yeah. No, here's the thing. It's something when you work your whole life to be, or your whole adult life, I'll say, to get to a certain opportunity, and you're right there.
Yeah.
I'm in the semifinals. If anybody saw anything, how many times did they have to get on me when I was about to whoop TJP's ass. Like, TJP doesn't matter who you want to say. Like, the man's been everywhere.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want about him. The man's been everywhere. When it comes in the ring, the man's a talent. But, you know, there's only so much you can do with this much explosion and this much firepower when you're 210 pounds. So, you know, he had his hands full. We'll get to that later. That ain't... He just got lucky that Alex Kane was running his mouth and took advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
That's whatever. He lost in the finals anyway, so it didn't matter. But Alex Kane is just, like, you ever met someone that, like, it's like in high school when you cool, or when people fuck with you and somebody wants to fuck with you, but you get a weird vibe from them.
Yeah.
So you just, like, nicely, hey, I'm going to do my own thing. And then they try and, like, defame you and make you look like shit in front of everybody because you don't want to be cool with them. Same concept. Like, this man literally was like, hey, join my fight team. I said, no, I don't need you. Respectfully.
Yeah.
And he hit me when I wasn't looking. Tried to take me out the tournament. Tried to take my spot. Didn't work.
Yeah,
So, I mean, he had to come do all that. So, you know, actions have consequences. You don't learn that sooner or later.
Those are fighting words. Calvin, I got to ask 2 random questions for like this final for this interview. What's 3 things about you that people don't know about you already?
I dabble in making beats. Love music. Grew up a church kid. My dad's a preacher.
Okay.
So that's where a lot of my music comes from, playing guitar and drums in church. And then, man, I'm trying to think of something.
Favorite rapper?
Don't do that to me. I listen to too many people that I can't just sit.
Came out with Tupac today.
That's true.
Yeah.
But then this man's also got a lot of heat on him from a lot of people. But I gotta represent Indiana with Freddie Gibbs. So
Okay.
You know, Alfredo could have been album of the year. That him and what's the producer? He's always with Action Bronson. Oh, I can't
I'm forgetting his name too.
The Alchemist.
Yeah.
They did their collaboration Alfredo. That's chef's kiss. Crazy.
Facts. And the last question is, Calvin Tankman, who is Calvin Tankman?
I'm a man that does whatever he's got to do to put food on the table. Like, a lot of people come out here and they're just happy to be here, but, like, you know, people look at me and think, oh, you're a kid. You're only 27 now. Last year, I heard, like, oh, you're only 26. What do you know? It's like, bro, I got an almost 8-year-old. I got 9 years to pay for a car and 11 years to pay for college. Like, this ain't a game to me. Like, a lot of people, like, just having their kid when they're 30, so they got time to think about that. I ain't got time to think about that. So, like, you know, it's that same mentality of you watch Akimbo Slice back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
You watch his backyard fights. Man, he was all business. He came in there, knew what he was gonna do, knock somebody out, get some money, and leave. That's all I want to do. Win all the titles, make all the money, and take my daughter out to steaks and buy her whatever she wants. You know?
Hell yeah, you love to hear that. You love to hear that. Where can they find you on social media?
Okay, definitely. At Calvin Tankman on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.com/Calvin Tankman1. Soon to be moving my t-shirts, but while they're up, they're still on Pro Wrestling Tees currently. And be on the lookout for where we're going to be moving that to, because, you know, I don't want to talk too much trash, but their security stuff, a lot of people aren't feeling comfortable spending money, so we got to go where the money is, you know what I mean? So be on the lookout when we're finalizing where we're going to be at. It'll be posted on my social medias, definitely. Come get you some shirts, man. I got some Biggie shirts. I got some all kinds of shirts, you know. Support the kid.
Definitely. They definitely will. You guys better. Like, you have no choice now, because like, he's a big man. Like, he's bigger than me.
Wait till you see what I did to Blake Christian. He really went worse.
Bro, he hurt him a lot. You should watch it. It was terrifying. But Tankman, thank you for coming on today. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Guys, make sure to like, comment, share, and always subscribe, or he'll kill you. Look at him.
Yeah. Fuck with my boy.
That's terrifying. All right, we're out.
We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. When it just like 1, 2, 3. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze.